So to change topics a little bit, you are 16 only. So because you can't play there's no like college pickleball. Do you want to go to college or do you want to keep playing pickleball?
So
Okay, so we have Jorja Johnson on the podcast. She is coming off of a gold medal in mixed at the Newport Beach Shootout. She's one of the best women's players in the world. She's only 16 years old. She's got some of the fastest hands, beats me in firefights all the time, probably hits harder than me. So thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Yeah, I thought maybe if I brought her on my podcast, she would take it easy on me next time we play. So this is all kind of part of the strategy.
Interesting theory.
Yeah, we'll see.
how that works out.
We'll see.
If
But
you tune in to watch us play, then you'll see I'll prove that false.
oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I need new strategies. But anyway, for those who don't know, Jorja and I live in the same area. And she was actually, funny story, when I first got started playing pickleball, I had been playing for a couple months. I was messing around playing rec a lot. I thought I was pretty good. And then I'm at this park and I didn't know anything about pro pickleball at the time. I hardly knew that it existed. But somebody pointed at this girl and I was beating up on my 4-0 group. I was like, I'm the man. Then somebody points at this girl. They're like, that 15-year-old girl over there, she's going to dominate you. And I was like, I'm not losing to a 15-year-old girl. Come on. So then, and it was singles too. I'm like, at that point, I was like, I'm a singles legend. I'm like a 5-0 singles player. So we go and we play. And why don't you take it from here? I can't even talk about it.
Well, a little backstory. Your 4-0 friends, a couple of them came up to me and they were like, James is getting so cocky, like you have to beat him. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll play him. Why not? Like, if I lose, no one will ever know. He's played for like 2 months or something like that. And so I was like, okay, I'll play him. And it's actually recorded. You know what? I'm going to send that to you, and you got to put part of it in the podcast.
I forgot about that.
I'm going to find it. Okay. So anyways, I don't know what the score was.
Yeah,
but
you don't need to tell him.
I do know I won. We'll find it on the video.
I think it was 11-4.
That's good content right there.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's funny because I forgot it was recorded. And at the time I was like, delete that. Like we don't want that recording going anywhere. But now it's like, I actually want to see that. Like we got to get that back. It was.
Yeah, I don't know how I beat you. I think I hit everything to your forehand at the time.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to hit the forehand. I didn't know how to do anything. I was so tight. I was like, oh, I can't lose to this girl. And then I didn't know that you were a pro. I thought you were just like a random girl. And I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. Like I was tired. I don't know. Oh, really not good. But yeah, so that is how I got started. And then I eventually got invited to some rec practices with the Johnsons and their whole crew with like Millie and Jonathan Wilson. And I was the worst player there. And then I think, a couple months in, I started to pass Jonathan Wilson and Millie up a little. And I was like, okay, I got some confidence, but I might still not be better than Jorja.
Well, I don't think you're better than Millie. So let's calm down here.
I know. I gotta believe, I gotta have some faith in my own game. But
Me and Johnny are the goats. They're the pickleball, like that's the training program right there. If you want to make it, you got to play against Johnny and Millie.
yeah, Jonathan Wilson has this ability to just get in like a full squat position at the kitchen line.
Just go ham. Like just take full swings and like kill it. Hit it as hard as he can, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, the first time I went and practiced with you guys, I think I walked in and Jonathan Wilson was just taking like huge cuts on the ball, just like grunting wildly. And I'm like, oh God, this is another level.
You're like, I want to be like him right there.
I don't know if that's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
So you got the gold medal with JW. You guys are also the only team, I think, to beat Ben and Anna Lee this year. Tell me about your experience at the tournament and getting the win.
Well, it was a really fun tournament. I played a bunch of teams that I've never played before. I don't believe I played any of those particular matchups before. Zane and Lacey is a new matchup for me. Same thing with Riley and Elise. Matt and Lucy, I have played, I think, twice ever, um, but never with JW. And I've never played Dylan and Mary that I can remember. And I played Gabe and Olivia first round, and I've never played them together before. So it was definitely interesting. It was a learning curve. A lot of people, a lot of teams I've never played, and a lot of tough teams. You know, I would say, I've played almost everybody at this point, but I'm definitely newer to the PPA tour. I was playing a lot of APP last year, and I've converted since then, and now only playing PPA tournaments. And so it's definitely been a learning curve. I think I definitely felt like behind a little bit because I had never played almost any of these players before this year, but a couple times. And yeah, it's been good. I love playing with J Dub. I love that we're able to play together, sibling duo. I don't think I mentioned this before, but there's not a lot of sports where I could do this with my brother, and especially being a guy and a girl. So I think it's really cool. It's really fun. It's cool about
Yeah,
Pickleball.
that's one of the things that I think is super cool because I have a sister who plays, and I know, especially when I was a little younger, like we would have probably gotten in so many fights. We would have had such a tough time, but you guys seem to make it work really well.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with JW's really calm demeanor, especially on court. Like, um, he doesn't like show a lot, and as his sister, I still can read him pretty well, but like he definitely like keeps me cool, keeps me in it, like keeps me focused. I think we're a good matchup like that, kind of yin and yang. Like I get more fiery, especially when I'm not playing with him. But when I am playing with him, I kind of play into like how he is, and I think it works out well for us.
Yeah, you guys definitely seem to have well, you guys are also just such a great team. I mean, winning helps everything, and you guys win pretty often. So, speaking of your wins, let's just talk a little bit. We already spoke about this at the Paddle Tap 50. We'll get into that later. But about how you and JW beat Ben and Anna Lee. Tell me a little bit about that match, just how cool that was and how you lit up Ben so bad.
Well, I always give credit where credit is due. It definitely helps practicing against such high level players, you, Gabe, JW, just on the men's side. And Johnny Goldberg, can't forget the best backhand punch in the game.
If you could light up Johnny, you could light up anybody.
I know, right? And so it's definitely good to see all those really fast hands. And obviously they're a great team. They've won more titles than I can possibly imagine. And yeah, it was really tough. I didn't play my best the first game, but I was a little nervous because going up against Ben and Annalie, like you're always the underdog, and just had to keep going. Um, Play like a little less like traditional mix because I feel like that's what they always see is you dink to Annalie, and then Annalie's probably gonna light up your men's partner, so you gotta you gotta do something a little different. And J-Dub's just so rock solid that uh I was able to see, like, I saw a lot of walls because who wants to hit J-Dub? And I think that way I was able to manipulate a lot of the points the way I wanted since I was seeing every ball. I knew exactly what was going to happen next.
Good. Well, yeah. I mean, it worked well. You guys played awesome, and it was so fun to watch. I remember being in the PPA locker room there in Arizona, and I don't know if I should be saying this. Well, it's fine. I was there in the locker room and you guys, there was like two different TVs that had the matches set up, and you already know this, but every single person was going crazy rooting for you guys. And I don't know why that was, but like all the other pros, I won't name any names, but a lot of them were just like, yeah, Georgia, let's go, light him up. Let's go, J-Dub. It was just hectic in there. So you guys definitely were the fan favorite. Maybe not the I mean, you might have been the underdog, but the pros and fans wanted you guys to win.
Yeah, I think they just wanted like a different team in the final once.
Yeah, I
So
mean, you guys are cooler anyways, I mean, but
okay, we'll
yeah,
take it.
yeah, for sure. But okay, so then women's doubles, you played with Hurricane Tyra Black, who is a
I
rising
did.
star, great tennis player. How did that go?
So I played with her in the last tournament. We got sixth overall, and that's definitely great for our first tournament together. No complaints there. Like she played like a beast. We had actually our craziest match was first round. It was against Lindsay Newman and Michelle Escovel, and all four of us were playing some crazy defense. We had some really, really long points, and um, at one point there was a medical timeout called, and um,
Well, from who?
from Michelle, it was definitely a hot day, and I think we all needed a little break. So I was thankful that she called it too. I think I needed the medical, and we were
I've
all
been there.
tired. Tyra was playing some insane defense, and Lindsay is known for her defense. And the ball was getting kind of soft because it was so hot outside, and so no one could put a ball away. And it was just like we had the craziest time. It was like I think 14-12 in the third or something around there.
Wow.
So that was so funny. And then, ended up getting a couple good wins in the back draw. Um, Lost to Anna and Andrea, as well as Irina and Megan Dizon. And yeah, they were tough teams. Anna and Andrea went on to get silver that tournament. So, definitely not a bad loss. And Megan and Irina are veterans. Well, Megan is newer to the sport, but they've played a lot together, so they definitely had a little bit more experience together than we did. But I had a blast. She's so talented, so athletic. She's so quick. It's crazy to me. Um, I just kind of stood in my corner. She's more comfortable on the left, seeing as she's played with almost entirely
Yeah.
left-handed mixed partners. So I was like, you take the left
Dave.
if you're more comfortable there. She's
Yeah.
played with Davis. I'm not sure if people
Davis.
know. Yeah.
Nobody knows Dave yet. They may
Yeah.
never know him. Let's see.
And then Pablo Tellez and Rob Cassidy.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was like, you take the left, I'll be on the right. I play both sides, so it was whatever. And then I just stood in my corner. It was like I played mixed doubles 2 days. And she just she just ran around defending everything. I was like, wow, this is great.
Her defense is really good. And I hate to take credit for it, but when I was getting, it was funny because I wanted to work on my fourths and my sixths, like just like punishing those and hitting really hard, like, trying to hit down on everything that I could. And Tyra had just got started playing like a month and a half ago. I was like, Tyra, why don't you come out with me? We'll go to the courts. You stand at the baseline, and I'm just going to rip balls at you and try to work on my fourths. And we did that for like hours and hours and hours. And the next thing you know, she's like getting every ball back.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hit the ball pretty hard. I just switched to the 002. I'm not like Federico or something. And she's
Yeah,
just,
that's next level.
yeah, I mean, he's a different breed, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, she's got some really good defense. But anyways, speaking of Dave, my friend Dave, we want to
Yep.
talk a little bit about, for those who don't know, I got to make sure the viewers know about this. Jorja Johnson and Anna Bright are the 5-0 men's doubles champions at the, in the South Florida, they do this thing called like paddle tap tournaments. They're like 5-0 men's. They signed up for men's together and they won
2 golds in running.
2 golds. And they beat,
Didn't we win 2? No,
Oh,
we
you
did
actually
win
might
two.
have not won two. Well, you'll win
We
another
won
one.
one.
We won that one. Me and Jake Kussmeyer.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have played, but these are
That
like,
was open though. Open men's is what it is.
got it. Yeah. So I've got two friends named Davis and Jericho. They've been playing every day for like months and months. They play all day. They're obsessed with the game. They signed up to this 5-0 paddle tap and they get to the finals and they're so excited. And then they look across the net and they see Jorja and Anna. So you guys lit them up. I will let you take the floor here on how that went.
It was the best part of the match was just watching James on the sideline, who hadn't come to watch any of our other matches, just came to watch the final because we were playing as friends, and just hearing him hee-hawing the whole time, just laughing through the whole match every time we won a point. And
It was
these
hilarious.
two, like no one wants to lose to two girls. So they were kind of trying to get fired up every time they won a point, and it would just make James laugh harder. And he was like, "Yeah, guys, yeah," like firing him up. He's like, "Yeah, let's go!" Like totally sarcastically, just like making them feel foolish. It was pretty priceless. I think we definitely had a mental edge on them
Oh
just
yeah.
because we've been in high pressure situations like that and we have nothing to lose. If we lose, we just lost to two guys, but they didn't want to lose to these two girls. And besides, like their friend is there and and
Basically
they're about
making
to
fun
lose
of
to his
them.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny.
It was hilarious to see them not just during the match, but to see Jericho and Davis before the match. They were like, it looked like they were about to like enter war. Like they were just
They
like
were like,
so nervous. And then you just lit Jericho up. It was like disrespectful. I mean, the worst part about this was Jorja and Anna didn't beat my two friends with the soft game. They didn't beat them by dinking.
we didn't dink them down.
No, no, no. Jorja and Anna just absolutely lit one of them. I mean, Dave's tough to light up with the paddle and everything,
With the paddle. We don't need to talk about the paddle. We'll let that slide.
but I've got a feeling if you gave Jericho a delaminated paddle, you still would have lit him up. He was just, oh my gosh, he was crushed mentally. Yeah,
We'll blame the win. Don't worry, Jerry.
we'll see. I want you guys to sign up for another 5-0 men's and just do it again.
Oh, they're coming back for more.
They might not sign up if they see you guys are signed up.
They
They
might
haven't
drop
played one.
out.
Yeah. So to change topics a little bit, you are 16 only. So do you, because you can't play there's no like college pickleball. Do you want to go to college or do you want to keep playing pickleball? What's
So
your plans?
I'm still in high school right now, so I still got a little bit to think about it. But my plan is, as of right now, like I know I won't be able to play pickleball forever, but I could always go back to college. So my thinking is, I'll just play pickleball, finish my career, play it for as long as possible, and then if I would like, I can go back to college.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking a year off from college just because pickleball is more fun than college.
it's so much more fun.
It's way more fun. Yeah. So I have a couple fan questions. And
I have
these are
fun.
so you have fans, I don't have fans. So usually I don't get fan questions, but then the people know that George is coming on the podcast, so we have a couple fan questions.
Give the
This
people what they want.
exactly. So if you had to quit pickleball, what would your dream job be if it wasn't pickleball?
I would be a park ranger for a national park.
Oh, that's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Me and Anna went to a national park and we saw like a bunch of different I don't know, I was kind of scared actually.
Hey, Anna feels right at home there. She was like
Yeah,
a hiker. She did all kinds of cool stuff.
that's true. And I didn't. I'm too how did you describe me when with the collared shirt?
Oh yeah, it looks like James's dad sponsored or donated money to the country club.
Yeah, exactly. That's I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big park guy.
Collars don't belong in the wild.
No, I don't belong in the wild at all. So then, okay, here's another one. if you were stranded on a desert island and you had to bring another pro pickleball player with you and it wasn't JW, who would it be?
Well, I saw no way I'm bringing Jade up. First of all, let's start off there. Jade up is horrible in high pressure situations. He would be like an anchor, okay? Like I'd be scared and he'd be on the floor like having a panic attack.
That's great.
Let's start there. Um, Let me think. Another pro pickleball player. I saw Vivian won the like survivalist
Mhm.
thing against
Yeah,
Anna, right? Anna
I
was
think
the
so.
runner.
I
That
lost in the quarterfinals.
was who'd you lose to?
Anna.
Yeah, that's true. Anna
Didn't
did do
win.
all that hiking stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm. I might have to go with my mom, actually. My mom is pretty handy.
That's fair. That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to give you that one.
If I'm going like not senior pro, just straight pro pickleball player, let me think. That's tough. Hmm. Oh, I don't know. Who's your pick? Who did you pick?
I don't know. I was waiting to hear yours. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe who seems good in the wild? You know, like it's you got to think like who would be good. Like I feel like Salome Davidze was like kind of born in the wild. You know, like I don't even know if she has like a phone. You know, like she kind of seems
Has
like
she left?
yeah. I don't. She kind of seems one of those people. Like
Wait, don't put that in. Don't put that
you can
in.
cut out anything.
All right, all right.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Like I think maybe that's a tough one. I mean, I guess I'd have to go Anna, but outside of Anna, it's like it becomes tough. We can get back to this one,
All
but
right.
if you
Tyson might have that dog in him.
Tyson's got the dog in him, but I feel like Tyson would take over. He's too much of an alpha, you know. Like I don't want him to just run the island, and I'm just like a in the background, you know. Like
Pedestrian.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so okay, this is a fan question that they want both of us to answer. So top five in no particular order, just top five favorite, genuinely nicest. Well, those two things might be a little different, but favorite, genuinely nicest people in pickleball. You go first.
Okay, okay. We gotta go like number one if we're talking nice, we gotta go Viv.
Yep.
It's just the
Yeah,
way it is.
that's easy. Or Etta. I mean, well, these are yeses. You're right.
Etta, wait, Etta's sweet. Okay, wait. These are like my closest people. These are my people.
Mhm.
Oh, this is tough because we got nice on one hand and then we got like my friends, like my people.
Yeah. How about we just do your friends? Because like the
It doesn't
question
pick a
is, there's
side all the time.
yeah,
No
yeah.
offense. Okay, my people, we got Millie. We got, oh wait, we can only have five. Okay, we'll do Viv, Anna. Well, J-Dub's a given, right? Do I need to add him?
Nah, he doesn't count. He doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do you. You made it.
What?
There was nice in there, but like the sportsmanship, the sportsmanship award like tipped you over the edge.
Let's go. Sportsmanship.
And let's see. Okay, who did I say? Millie, you,
Millie,
and
Viv, me, Anna.
Viv.
One more.
Okay, and then we can do it, Gabe.
Oh yeah, Gabe.
Those are just my people. I'm sorry.
That's a good one. Okay, then in that case, I'll do genuinely nicest because since
Okay.
there's two parts. Top. I mean, you gotta put like. Well, I mean, Etta is like freakishly nice. You already said Viv, so I guess I won't count her. But Etta, even though I've like never spoken to her really that much, but she's just like the nicest person I've ever
He's a
seen.
sweetheart.
Eric Lang is kind of like a male Etta, just like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, okay.
And it's funny because I played against Eric in the quarterfinals of Major League Pickleball, and I watched that match back on YouTube. And it's like that's like the nicest team ever. It's like Eric, Jay, Elise Jones, Simone, like all the best people. And I went back on YouTube and I watched it, and I'm just like acting like such a like I'm like, come on, see, bang. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm the
Yeah, you
worst.
should
Like
be embarrassed. Wow.
it was just cringe. Like you gotta see it. I was on one that match, but
Watched it. I thought the same thing.
you did?
No, I have not. Yet.
Yeah. Oh, Jay. That's another one. Etta, Jay,
I'm
Eric.
just gonna go ahead and save you here and say you can't put Anna just so she doesn't watch this, and then not that
I
she
wasn't
watches
gonna
your
put her
podcast.
anyways. I wasn't gonna put her. She doesn't
I
watch my
heard that she
podcast.
doesn't watch your podcast, so you can't
No,
put her on
that's
the
why I
nice
don't. That's
list.
why. That's why I won't say it. Just because she doesn't watch my podcast.
That she didn't make the list.
And then probably Pablo Tellez, even though he gave my Tyson's fans the middle finger this past weekend.
Wait, we're going nice here. We're going nice here.
I don't know. I think he's so nice, but he's got a
He is the
wild side.
nicest. I'm just messing with you.
He's got a little bit of a dark side to him. And then maybe Pat Smith, maybe. I'll give him. Yeah, I think he's a super nice guy.
Those
Uh
are good words.
yeah, so that's it. That's it for me. Let's see.
Wait. What about me?
Oh, you're a given.
You
You're
made
our,
my list. Come on
you're
now.
number one. You're number one on the I mean, I couldn't,
Yeah, I
you're unrankable.
did that. Unrankable.
You're just like there's no
They already knew. It's
yeah.
okay.
It goes without saying. Actually, no. I don't have you on my top 5 because you beat me so bad in singles the first time we played.
Oh, well, you needed to be taken down a peg. All the reporters said so.
You took me down a couple pegs. When I lost to you, I was like, I just lost to a 15-year-old girl. I didn't even know you were a pro. I was like, I'm just not gonna make it. Like pickleball's not for me.
Was I a pro at that point?
I don't know. You won Punta Gorda a month later.
Well, that's true. You gave me that boost to confidence. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
yeah, I got this now. Like, it's because your friends were like kind of hyping you up. You're like, he played college at this good school. Like he was really good on the tennis team. You know,
Mm,
he's new in pickleball, but he's like super athletic, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right.
yeah, it was bad. That was bad. It's funny. When I started playing pickleball, or at least like a couple months in, 3 months in, once I started practicing with you and J Dub, I genuinely, my friends know this, like I genuinely didn't think I was going to make it in pickleball. Like playing with JW, if you're like a young player getting started and you play with JW, it's not good for your confidence.
It's a confidence killer. Who thinks that they're gonna make it if they're playing against J-Dub? No one.
And I
No.
didn't, yeah, I thought he was like a regular pro. Like I thought he was just a pro. Like I just saw him as like, okay, that's pro level. I didn't know he was so much better than most of the other pros. So like I'm playing with him and I'm like barely a 5-0 at this point. We actually played at Lifetime. If you remember that, I showed up late to the practice and whatever. And like he's in the mid court and he does this full swing backhand reset that he does. You know what I'm talking about? Like he takes like a big swing and it just goes
The
like right
cut.
over the net. And I had like drilled the ball at him and he does that. And I was just like, what? Like I just I couldn't understand. I was like, I'm never gonna make it. Like I just don't have the hands. Like I'm just not at this level. And yeah, playing with you guys was not good for my confidence at all. But
So for context, like I've been playing since I was like 12-ish, and people were like, "Why didn't you play tournaments at first? Like, why?" Like they don't get it. Like, but I was playing against J Dub, and we had started at the exact same time. And even though he's 4 years older than me, he's still my brother. And if you have a sibling, you do not want to lose to your sibling ever. And so I was like, this is a stupid sport. I'm not playing. Like, how is he so much better than me? I must just suck. Like, that was my thought process. I must just suck. And then I started playing with other people, like, because I found some other friends in the sport like a couple years later. And I started playing with them, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. But then, like, there was still that thought of, like, why is JW so good at this? Like, why is he so much better than me? And then I was like, I realized, like, oh, it's because like he's just pretty insanely talented at the sport and he can already beat some of the top pros. So maybe like we could do this together. Like maybe this could be a thing. But I
mhm.
did not want to get into it at first because I always lost to him and it made me really mad.
Yeah, I mean, it just made me discouraged because he doesn't even look like he's trying.
No,
I
never.
was just like, this guy is just another level. I can't even ever make it. Yeah, so we have one last fan question and then we are done.
All right, shoot.
Which type of event do you like better and why? MLPs or PPAs?
Ooh, that is tough. because obviously I love playing with my brother, but I came from softball, which is a team sport, and I definitely miss that aspect of playing. That's tough. If I could only do one for the rest of my pickleball career, I would do PPAs. I would pick PPAs. But MLP like holds a very special place in my heart. It's only because I wouldn't be able to play with my brother almost ever. But yeah, I think of MLPs as special treats. Like I love watching, I love playing. Nothing I love more than playing for a team, except for playing with my brother, which it's just
It's tough, yeah.
yeah, it's tough. How about you?
Oh, for me, probably MLPs. Because I get my one chance to play against Anna. No, I'm just
She
kidding.
banned you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I think MLPs are more fun. Yeah, it's just kind of cool. It's shorter too, so I don't start cramping, just play a couple matches and I'm good. Less singles. So all right, well that's it. Thank you for coming on, Georgia.
Thank
Um,
you for having me.
yeah, I think this one might have gone even better than the one with J Dub. I think you might be the best podcasting Johnson.
Well, you'll have more content. Like you won't have to cut out as much. Like I kept it very chill
Yeah.
for you.
I mean, with J Dub, we had to cut half the episode,
They're only
which
25 minutes. You got like hardly any.
I know, I know. All right. Well, thank you for coming on, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll try to practice with you a little if you want to. Okay.
Bye, guys.